Make the ground shake.
So, hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy, and today we are here with another statue tutorial. Now, I said a while back that on this channel I wouldn't be doing any more FNAF characters, and that it'd all be going over to my second channel, GB Games Creations, otherwise known as Gummy Bear Games. Now, that is strictly true, because since then I haven't uploaded any more videos, and this is going to be one exception. Now, the reason this is going to be one exception is because I see Shadow Freddy more as a character from the original games than I do from the FNAF World series, and I kind of always forgot to do him. So I thought I'd chuck it in here because I had a gap in the schedule, and this is almost going to kind of act as a promo for the other videos on the other channel. So essentially, what I mean by that is that on my other channel, GB Games Creations, or Gummy Bear Games, I have uploaded a ton of FNAF World statues, and when the new FNAF game comes out, I'll also be uploading a ton of characters from that, I presume. Now, this is probably one of the most common comments I get on all my videos, and that's kind of why I've used this as a video to get it across, is asking when I'm doing FNAF World characters. Now, I've said it a million times that I've done it on that channel, but apparently no one seems to listen. So again, I've done a bunch of videos on that channel, so if you want to, feel free to check it out. There'll be a link in the description. So with that said, anyways, let's get straight into building. So the blocks you're going to need are the following. You'll need blue stained clay, light blue stained clay, black wool, grey wool, quartz, and lime stained clay. It's a rather simple build, but again, there's a few details which will take a bit of time. So anyways, we're going to start off with the legs. So the legs are 12 tall and 8 wide. The first layer, once you find a nice open area, is 8 blue stained clay. So again, I repeat, 8 blue stained clay. Now the reason why we're using this is because it has like a purplish kind of darkish purple kind of colour, but isn't actually purple. So I guess it's blue stained clay, but it's got a purplish feel to it. So that is the first layer. That is 8 blue stained clay. We're going to do that 3 more times. So on top of this, we place 3 layers of 8 blue stained clay. On top of this, we're going to place a layer of 8 black wool, and then 3 layers of 8 blue stained clay again. So once you've done that, it will be 8 blocks tall and 8 blocks wide. You'll have an 8 by 8 square. The next layer, we're going to place 3 blue stained clay, 2 black wool, 3 blue stained clay. Now this is kind of like the pelvis area. So from this black here, we're going to go up diagonal left twice. We go up once, twice to left, and same on the right, so once and twice. From the second block on the left, we go to left 1, up 1, and from the right we go right 1, up 1, and it gives you a shape that looks like this. Now either side there will be a 2 block gap. That will be your 10th layer. We're going to place 2 blue stained clay on either side, and in this middle area we're going to place just solid blue stained clay. And once you've done that, it'll give you a 12 by 8. So as you can see here, just to go over it one last time, it's 4 layers of 8 blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, 3 layers of blue, and then the final 4 layers is 3 blue, 2 black, 3 blue. 10th layer is 2 blue, black, 2 blue, black, 2 blue. 11th layer is 2 black, 4 blue, 2 black, and the 12th and final layer is 1 black, 6 blue, 1 black. So again, if you want to pause here, that is 12 tall and 8 wide. And just to prove to you, I know I usually use the map trick, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tall. Again, if you want to use the map trick, if you're on console, grab a map, go to your floor level, check your Y coordinate. In this case, mine is Y5. Yours may be different, so please do consider that. Come to the top of your build, and it should be 12 blocks off of that. So as you can see, mine was Y5, it's now Y17. That is, in fact, a 12 block gap. So that's a useful tip, and something to definitely consider. If you're on PC, just use F3. It works just as well. So as I said, there are a few details, and we haven't done them. So we're going to go back and add them real quick before we move on. Now, these details are similar to what we did with the older FNAF characters, where we had the indentations. So what I mean by indentations is when we punch out a block and set it 1 back. So what we're going to do is go to the bottom left corner and up to the 4th layer. On the 4th layer, on the 3rd block from left, so 1, 2, 3, this block here, we go down diagonal to right and it punch out 2 blocks like so. Again, what I mean by indentations is it means you have to come around to the backside of the build and set the block one, I guess, block back from the rest of the build. So if it was normal, it would look like this. It's indented, it looks like this. And it gives it a really, really nice effect of weathering without actually having to like add any necessarily details. I guess it is kind of detailing, but it's slightly different. So for the second detail, slash indentation, we come to this middle two-part here of black wool, and we go down diagonal to here. So essentially, it's the third layer of the second half, and we come to the 6th, 7th block. From the 6th block, we go down one to left one. It gives you kind of like a Tetris shape. And then again, we're going to come around to the rear side and indent a layer of black wool. Now, this can be a bit fiddly, but it's not too difficult. Once you've done that, it will look like this. And that is the front of the legs complete. Now, you could go ahead, if you wanted to, and add what we did kind of on the previous statues, where you could add like feet marks. But it's not 100% necessary, so I'm not going to. But again, one last time, that is 12 tall and 8 wide. So moving on now, what we're going to do is the body. So we're going to start on the left side. We're going to place 2 blue stained clay, 4 light blue and 2 blue. Now that is the first layer of the body. From the first layer, we're going to go 4 blocks to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. My block placement is awful today. And same on the right side. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So essentially that's 4 blocks to the left, 4 blocks to the right, and what that is doing is marking out where the hands go. So we'll come back later on in the video and mark out, I guess we've already marked out, but actually build the arms. So that's just marking out where they are to save us like having to come back later on and count. But this is just marking out where they go for now. So what we're going to do is in fact continue with the body, ignore the arms, we'll come back to that later on. So the body again is 12 tall, 8 wide. From this first layer we have the 4 light blue stained clay. We're going to go up diagonal to left and right, and it looks like the under part of a smiley face. From this block, we're going to go up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And same on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what we do is on either side, we go in diagonal and link it up by placing 2 blocks in the middle. And that will give you, in theory, a 9 tall by 6 wide square or rectangle with a block missing from each corner. So I say theoretically because technically it's 4 wide and 7 tall. However, if you were to go ahead and whack a block in each corner, it would be 9 tall and 6 wide. So again, it's technically a 9 tall by 6 wide rectangle with a block missing from each corner. If you're going by actually like the sides we've built, it's 4, 7, 4, 7. So what we go ahead and do is fill this in now using our light blue stained clay to fill it in solid, and that will give us a nice like open area. Now we will be adding the 3D buttons like we've done with all the other Freddy statues. Next, what we're going to do is on the left side of this light blue, we're going to build up 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we do the exact same on this side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That leaves us with this empty area here. From here, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the final 3 layers here in the middle, we just place 4 blocks of a blue stained clay, and it will link up perfectly and give you something that looks like this. But that is our 12 by 8 rectangle complete. And again, to prove to you, bear in mind my Y coordinate on floor was like 5. If you come up to here, we're looking for 29 because that is 24 off the floor. Again, consider, please, 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 that yours may not be Y5, so factor that in. If yours is Y10, you're not looking for the same coordinates. So anyways, well, that's what it looks like. Again, it is 12 tall and 8 wide. Now we're going to add a bunch of 3D effects. So for these 3D effects, we're going to need black wool and grey wool. Black wool and grey wool for the tie and also the 2 buttons. So we're going to start off with the bow tie. So for the bow tie, we come to the top left corner. We go 1 to the right. We're going to place 2 black wool, leave a 2 block gap and place 2 black wool. And there should be a 1 block gap on the right side. Then what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to bring it down 2 and 1 into the right. We go up diagonal to right 1, down diagonal to right, up. And it gives you a shape that looks like this. In either side, there will be a 1 block gap. We're going to go ahead and fill that using grey wool. And that is your bow tie. As you can see, there's a 1 block gap on either side. I don't know, why did I just drop there? Gravity just like decided to act. So 1 block gap on left, 1 block gap on right, and there should be a 2 block gap in the middle on either side, up and down. So for the buttons now, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the two middle blocks where the gap is, and we're going to go down one. So we're now on the first layer of the top of the light blue stained clay. We're going to go down one more, so we're now at this block. So we place 2 black wool. Again, there should be a 3 block gap on the left, 3 block gap on the right. Now in perspective of where this is, this would be the 7th layer, I believe. 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that would be the 8th layer. So yeah, on the 8th layer, just wanted to double check that there. We're going to go and place 2 black wool. We're then going to go down one on the left using black wool and down one on the right using grey wool. Underneath this, we're going to go down and repeat the exact same again. So we leave a 1 block gap, we place 2 black wool underneath that, and then down on the left using black wool, down on right using grey wool. If you've done it correctly, there should be a 3x2 area underneath of light blue stained clay, and it will look like this. So again, this is a good time to pause if you want to do so. That is the body complete. Again, it is 12 tall and 8 wide. And we're now going to move on to the arms, or at least the front of the arms. So, for the front of the arms, they are 12 tall and 4 wide. We're going to start on the left arm first. It's very, very simple. Again, we're going to build the majority of it and then come back and add the details afterwards. So, if you haven't already built the template, we're going to come to the 13th layer of the build and go 4 blocks to the left. So again, that's the 13th layer of the build and 4 blocks to the left using blue stained clay. On the basis you have done that, what we're going to do is go up 2 layers. So 2 layers of 4 blue stained clay. We're again going to do a layer of 4 black wool, 3 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of blue stained clay. Again, bear in mind each layer is 4 thick. And there's 12 in total. So it's 12 tall and 4 wide. As you can see, that's what it looks like. It's very, very simple. So that is 3 layers of blue stained clay, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, and 4 layers of blue. And that equals 12 tall and 4 wide. Now for our details, what we're going to do, we've got section 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start off in section 2 at the bottom left corner. We're going to go up diagonal, and we're going to indent 1 black wool. It's as simple as that. For the third section, the top section, we're going to come to the bottom left corner. We're going to go up diagonal to the right one, and also up diagonal from there, or from the original point, just go up 1, and it gives you a right-angled shape. And then we're going to go ahead and indent 3 black wool behind this, and it will look, if you've done it correctly, like this. Now again, similar to what I said earlier, if you want to add some like markings on the hand here, like he's kind of like clenching his fists, then you could feel free to add something like that. Again, it's not 100% compulsory, and you could also go ahead and add a microphone if you wanted to. I'm not too sure how it would look, but we can experiment later on in the video. So anyways, the right arm is not the same as the left, so don't skip ahead, but it's very, very similar. So it follows the same logic, it's just the indentations are slightly different and like laid out not the same. So again, we're going to come to the right side now. If you haven't already, come to the 13th layer, 4 blocks out to the right. On top of this, we're going to do 2 more layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, 3 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of blue stained clay. So again, to go over that, 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, and then 4 layers of blue. As you can see, it's the exact same. However, indentations, that's where it changes a bit. So we come to the top layer here, the top section of blue stained clay, to the top right corner. We're going to go down diagonal to left, down diagonal to left again, and punch out the 2 blocks. We're going to replace, or should I say, indent 2 black wool, like so, and that is it. It's as simple as that. There's nowhere near as much detail on the right side. But once you've done that, it will look like this. Now if I get rid of my arm, I'll give you guys a second to pause. Again, bear in mind I will come back later on and do a little spin around, but again, feel free to pause now and get it out the way. So with that said, it's looking really, really nice, however a tad flat. So we're going to start working on the side of the legs and then ultimately the side of the arms. So we come to the bottom left corner. We're going to start off on the left side, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards to left using blue stained clay, and it will give you like a backwards L shape. Again, the side of the legs is 12 tall and 4 wide. However, this row here is the 4th block, so we're only placing 3 blocks in each row. When I say a row in this term, I mean again the 3 blocks, because we're not including the 4th because it's already built. So the side of the leg is very, very simple. Pretty much with one exception, whatever block is at the side is what we're building. So the first 4 rows is 3 blue stained clay, so that's the first already done, second, third, and fourth. The 5th layer is 3 black wool. We then have 5 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and then this is the one exception. The 12th layer from left to right is 1 black wool and 2 blue stained clay, and it looks like that. Again, that is a 12x4. From the side angle, it looks like this. It's very, very simple, very plain, and very easy to do. Now, the good news is the right side is the exact same. So we're going to come around to the right side now, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards using our blue stained clay. Again, same logic applies, 12x4. This is the 4th layer, so we're only placing 3 on each row. So the first 4 layers is blue stained clay. We then have a layer of black wool, 5 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and then the final layer being 2 blue stained clay and 1 black wool. So again, to go over that, that is 4 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, 5 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, and then 1 layer of black, 2 blue, black. Again, 12x4. From the side angle, it looks like this. So now what we're going to do is start working on the side of the arms. But first, we have to come around to the rear of the statue and do the base plates. So for the base plates, we come to the bottom of each section of the arms. So this blue stained clay here, the first layer, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards all the way across. And if you turn correctly, if you come below, you'll notice it is a 4x4 square. Same logic applies for this side. We just extend it backwards 3 all the way across, so 4 rows in total, and it will give you a 4x4 square of blue stained clay. From the side angle now, as you can see here, it's a 12x4, same logic applies as the side of the leg. 12 tall, 4 wide. Again, this is the 4th block, so only placing 3 blocks on each row. So the first 3 layers is blue stained clay. So first 3 layers is blue stained clay. The 4th layer is black wool. 3 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and 4 layers of blue stained clay. That is again 12 tall, 4 wide, consists of 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, and 4 layers of blue. From a side angle, looks like this. And the excellent news is the exact same for the other side. So, again, the exact same. 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of blue, 1 layer of black, and 4 layers of blue. And that will bring you up to the same height as the top of the body. And from the side angle, it looks like that. So, we are making really nice progress. What you can do, if you want to, and I've chosen not to, purely because, partly because the original design didn't have it, but also because I think it overcomplicates things a bit, is having details on the side. By details, again, kind of indentations. They're slightly different, but you get, like, the idea. I think it clusters it a bit and makes it look a bit too, like, busy, which is why I've decided to just leave it as it is. So anyways, front side done, side's done. We're now going to go around to the rear side. Now, as you can see, the rear side is a bit of a mess. There's not very much here. We're going to start off with the back of the legs. Now, the back of the legs is 12 tall and 8 wide. However, we've already done the left side and the right side, so that's 2 rows already done. So essentially, that means we're only doing 6 blocks per row, because 6 plus 2 equals 8. And again, it is 12 by 8. So, the first 4 layers is 6 blue stained clay. We then have a layer of 6 black wool. So that's the first 5 layers is 4 blue stained clay and 1 layer of black wool. The next 3 layers is blue stained clay. We then have a layer of 2 blue stained clay, 2 black wool, 2 clay. The next layer is 1 clay, 1 black wool, 2 clay, 1 black wool, 1 clay. The next layer is 1 black wool, 4 clay, 1 black wool, and the final layer is 6 blue stained clay. Again, that is 12 tall and 8 wide. The first 4 layers is blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, 3 layers of blue stained clay, and then the final 4 layers, again you can see is like the pelvis shape where we've got 3 clay, 2 black, 3 clay, 2 clay, 1 black, 2 clay, 1 black, 2 clay, 2 black, 4 clay, 2 black, and then final layer, 1 black, 6 clay, 1 black. So again, 12 tall, 8 wide, and that is the rear side of the legs. Apologies if my voice is going a tad croaky, I don't know why that is. So, moving on now, we're going to do the rear of the body. Now, the good news is, it's a 12 by 8 of blue stained clay. The bad news is we got to come back afterwards and punch out the indentations. So all we're going to do is just build up 12. A good way to do this is come to the top of the front side and extend forwards 3. So just build across 3, and that will be to the correct height. If you've done everything else correct, the top of the front side will be the correct height, so it saves you counting. But if you do want to count, just build up 12 all the way across, and it will give you a 12 by 8. Again, that's factoring if you are building across on the fact that the front side is correct. But again, if your statue is 24 tall, you can't really go wrong. So again, that gives you a 12 by 8 of blue stained clay, and it will look like this, very, very plain. But what we're going to go ahead and do is get our black wool and punch out some indentations. So, starting off, we're going to start off at the bottom left corner. We're going to go up to the second layer and to the fourth block. We're going to punch out 1, 2, and then go up diagonal to the right. From here, we're going to go up 2 to the left 1, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, like so. Then what we're going to do is from the bottom one here, so the bottom left, we're going to go 1, 2 over to the left. We're going to leave the first one, so we just punch out the second one, and we're going to go down 1. So it will currently look like this. From this block here, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. So it's the same height, and punch across like so. So that is 5 tall, that's 4 tall, and they're connected in the middle. Now, a good way to know that if you started this off correctly is there should be a 3 block gap underneath this one and a 4 underneath this. This should be on the 3rd row, this should be on the 5th. So, we're not done yet. From this middle block here, we're going to go up 1 and to the right twice. And then we're going to go up twice, and it will finish off 1 block away from the top and 2 from the right. All we're going to do now is just go behind this and fill in our indentations of black wool. So we just, again, place a layer of black wool, set 1 block into the actual statue. And once you have gone ahead and done it, it's a bit fiddly, as you can see here. It's a bit like in tight spaces. You're a bit like, if you're a bit claustrophobic, you might not like it too much. If you can actually get, I don't know if you can get claustrophobic from looking at games. That would be something interesting. But as you can see here, it looks like this. And it gives a really, really like nice ripped effect. So again, that is the back of the body. And now for the back of the arms, what we're going to do is start on this side first. Same logic applies. It's 12 tall, 4 wide. But again, 4th block already done. We're only placing 3 on each row. So the first 3 layers is blue stained clay. Again, the first layer is already done, so we're placing 2 layers on top. We then have a layer of black wool. 3 layers of blue stained clay, a layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of blue stained clay, and that will bring you up to the top of the statue. What you can go ahead and do is also fill in the shoulders using blue stained clay, and for the indentations on this side here, the left side or the back of the right arm, we're going to go to the top section, to the 2nd row and 3rd block from left, and indent 1 black wool. So it's simply 1 black wool indented on the back of the right arm. And for the left arm, exact same. So we do the 3 layers of blue stained clay, layer of black wool, 3 layers of blue stained clay, layer of black wool, 4 layers of blue stained clay. Go ahead and again fill in the shoulders. And then for our indentations, we come to the 2nd section. On the right side, we go to the 2nd layer, 2nd block in, to left 1, down 1. And we indent 3 black wool, like so, and that is the back of the left arm complete. But most importantly, that is the actual body complete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do like an in-depth spin around / catch up session for the tutorial. So I'm going to come to a specific part of the statue, for example, the front of the legs, and I'm going to say, this is the front of the legs, it is 12 tall, 8 wide. If you want to pause here, feel free to do so. However, I'm not going to say the last part every single time because that will drive you mad, it will drive me mad, and hopefully you'll take the initiative to pause the video whenever you want. If you don't need to pause, just keep playing. If you want to pause, hit the pause button. So it's really, really, like, I guess helpful for you guys, and I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes pausing at each point because that's bad for everyone else, and it's bad for me as well because I have to sit here staring at a screen for 10 minutes. So, again, pause video when you want, and it will generally be good. So this is 12 by 8, again the front of the legs. This is 12 by 8, the front of the body, and 12 by 4, the front of each arm. Coming around to the left side, we have the left side of the leg, 12 by 4. And the left side of the arm, 12 by 4. Coming around to the right side, we have the right side of the leg, 12 by 4. And the right side of the arm, 12 by 4. Coming around to the rear side now, we have the rear side of the leg, 12 by 8. The rear side of the body, 12 by 8. And the rear side of each arm, 12 by 4. The top side of the statue is 16 by 4. And that is the shoulders. With that said, that is the spin around complete. And we're now ready to move on to the head. So I'm going to get my arm back. Let me just stitch it back on. And we're going to come to the front side, the side with the bow tie, and to the left side now. We're then going to count 5 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a blue stained clay and bring it 2 forwards. And we do the exact same on the right side. We go to the right side, we count 5 to the left. And on the 5th block, we place a blue and bring it 2 forwards. Then what we're going to do is a 6 block gap in between. We're going to replace it with our blue stained clay. And that will give you an 8 by 2 area, as you can see here, of blue stained clay overhanging the front of the statue. What we're then going to do is come around to the side and we're going to expand 5 blocks backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And same with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then link them together again using 6 blue stained clay, and that will give you an 8 by 2 of blue stained clay, but most importantly an 8 by 8, and that is the template for our head. So we got front side, left side, rear side, and right side. I don't know why I said rear and punched to right, but rear side, right side, there we go. So we're going to start on the front side. So for the front side, the first layer we've already done is 8 blue stained clay. The second layer is 1 quartz, 6 black wool, and 1 quartz. The third and fourth layer is 8 blue stained clay. The fifth layer, which is where we're doing the eyes, is 1 blue, 1 black, 1 quartz, 2 blue, 1 quartz, 1 black, 1 blue. Looks a bit weird right now, but it will start to come together. The next layer is 1 blue, 2 black, 2 blue, 2 black, 1 blue. That is the 6th layer. The 7th layer is 8 blue stained clay, and then the 8th layer is the exact same. So it's an 8 by 8 square of blue stained clay, and it looks like this. And as you can see, for the eyes, I've gone for the black eyes with the glint of white effect. And again, it was kind of difficult to decide what to do, but again, I stuck to the original design and did it that way. So what we're going to do now is add his nose/mouth. So his nose/mouth is going to be a 3D effect. For this, we come to the bottom left corner, and to the second block, and we place a row of 6 blue stained clay. So there's 1 block gap on the left, 1 on the right. Again, that's 6 wide. Then what we're going to do is on top of this, we're going to place 1 quartz, leave 1 block gap, 2 quartz, gap, 1 quartz. On top of this, we're going to place a row of 6 blue stained clay, and then the final row is 2 blue, 2 black, and 2 blue. And that is a 6 wide by 4 tall area, and that is his nose/mouth. Now again, it does look a tad weird, but we're going to be adding some like wires, mashing him up a bit, and adding a ear and a hat, and it will make it look a hell of a lot better. So now what we're going to do is the sides. So we're going to come around to the left side of the head. Essentially each side of the head is 8 by 8. We've already got the first layer done, so all we're doing is just building up 7 using our blue stained clay. We're going to do this all the way around the statue. So going around the statue, just building up 7 each time, and eventually we'll link round to the front on the right side. So we follow it all the way around, even around to the rear side of the head, and build up 7 each time, and then it will link up to the side of the face and give you an 8 by 8 on 3 sides. So again, that was the right side we just finished, the rear side, and we're now looping around to the left side. I mean the right side, sorry, I don't know my left and right. So looping around to the right side, and that will give you your final 8 by 8 square, as you can see here. So that is the right side, again, 8 by 8. Rear side 8 by 8, and left side of course 8 by 8. For the top side, we're just going to fill it in using our blue stained clay. So currently it's an 8 by 8 outline, we just fill it in using a 6 by 6. And that will give you your cube of your head, which of course is 8 by 8 by 8. And again, it's pretty much just plain blue stained clay. So what we're going to do now is add his hat and his ear. So we're going to come to the front side, to the top side, to the top left corner. We're going to count in on the left side 1, 2, and on the third block place a blue stained clay, go to left 1 and down 1, and that is his left ear. Now the design doesn't actually have a right ear, instead we're going to be placing some wires, but for the hat from this ear we're going to go 1, 2 to the right. We're going to place 4 black wool, bring it 1, 2, 3 backwards. Same on this side, 1, 2, 3, and then place a 2 block gap in the middle. There will be a 2x2 area. We're going to build up 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and same for each one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that'll give you a 2x2 for the hat, and then the base plate is 4x4, and that is his hat. It's mini, but you get the idea. As you can see here, it's starting to make a bit more sense and starting to take shape. So the final 2 additions we're going to be adding is, of course, the wires. There's 2 wires, one on the left side of his face, one on the right. The one on the left is our lime stained clay. So we come to the front side, and right next to this black wall here, the bottom black wall of his eye, we place a lime stained clay. We're then going to go down diagonal, so we go down, and then forwards one, punch out the one behind it, and then we go to the left one. We then punch out this one, and it will give you an effect of them connecting diagonally, and as you can see here, they don't really connect too well, but you can see, you get the idea. It's meant to be like a diagonal wire coming out the side of his eye. For the final part, we're going to come around to the right side of the head now, and we're going to be using our light blue stained clay. So from the top left corner, we count 1, 2, 3, then we're going to go down 1, place a light blue, down 1, left 1, down 1, and from here, we're going to bring it forwards to left, punch out the original, and then we're going to go down 1, 2. We're then going to punch out this block. Whoops, not this one. We don't want to punch out the blue stained clay, but the light blue. As you can see, you'll have a little shape that looks like this, and it will connect up diagonally and go down. And yeah, you get the idea. That is the second wire complete, and most importantly, that is our statue complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my arm now. I'm going to do a little spin around of the head. Again, bear in mind each side is 8x8, so in total it is an 8x8x8 cube. But again, hopefully you've got something looking like this. Again, if you haven't, let me know down in the comments below. Alternatively, go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan. And now I'm going to do a little spin around whilst talking about a few things. So, as I mentioned earlier, my second channel has all the FNAF World characters. I say that, that's pretty false advertising. It doesn't have every single one, but I'm working on it. And I'm uploading at least one a week at the moment. I released Mr. Chipper, and also, I believe it was, let me think, I'm trying, Tangle, that was the one. The name slipped my mind there for a second. So I uploaded Tangle not too long ago, and also uploaded Mr. Chipper. I've got a bunch of other statues coming, as well as IRL pop vinyl videos and unboxings and that kind of cool stuff coming to the channel soon. So if you want to check it out, feel free. Again, if you're new to this channel, my main channel, then feel free to consider subscribing. And if you did enjoy this video, please do consider leaving a like. That's a lot of consideration, but hopefully you will stick around because I got a lot of cool content coming. With that said, I'm not going to waste any more of your time or any more of my breath because I'm rambling now. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?